I would say yes. I would say yes. What's up, people? What's up? This thing working? Got any love going on? What's up, people? What's up? I want to thank Buck Bewley. My man Buck hit me up. He texted me and said, Tim Black, are we doing a show tonight? I was like, I don't know, are we? I know, man. I know. What's up, everybody? My name is Tim Black. Welcome to Calling It Out with Tim Black. It's Sunday, and I got nothing. I don't have anything, man. But I do have something. So that's not altogether true. Okay, so my people on Facebook, my people on YouTube, what's up, Tobias? What's up, Wayne? What's up, Laura? What's up, Jason? What's up, Damon? How y'all feeling? What's up, Sandra? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Gwendolyn, Xavier, Emoji. So check this out, guys. I got a special announcement. And I'm really excited about this. And I've been working behind the scenes to put this together. So, Tuesday. Okay, first of all, become members of the show now. You got to go become a public subscriber to the show. Because I got a special show on Tuesday. It's like a pre-screening. So let's imagine this. You know how those great comedians, you can go to their shows live and be in the audience, and you'll watch the show live. And sometimes they'll be taping the show. You ever been to a live taping? So you go to the show, you're live in the audience, you get to watch the show. And for the rest of the world, they don't get to see it until when? Until it's released. So that's what I have going on Tuesday. Tuesday, we're going to do a live taping, a live stream. But you got to have a ticket, which means you got to be a member of the Tim Black Show. Because what I don't want, what I don't care to have is a bunch of trolls in the comments section. I don't care to have a bunch of, and because the way I envisioned this show, I wanted this show to be a special Martin Luther King Day show. I said I wanted this show to be a special Martin Luther King Day show, and that's because of the guests I'm going to be having. And this is like a crowning achievement for my show and for this platform. It's very personal, man. My guests will be Dr. Cornel West and Dr. Sandy Durrity. And the topic will be why reparations is essential. A Martin Luther King Day special presentation. Yeah, that's it. A Martin Luther King Day special presentation, why reparations is very necessary. It's necessary. I'll come up with a better title. So I'm very excited about this opportunity to have these two gentlemen on my show again and to have this very important conversation live. So if you're a member of the show, that's going to be 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Tuesday, you get to be here for the show. No one else will be able to get in. So if you're on Facebook or you're on YouTube, you got to come through. You got to sign up, become a member of the Tim Black Wolfpack on YouTube. Become a member, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications because it's a private screening for my people. These are the people that support my show. You guys support the show, you get this. And then next week, on the 16th, we will run a copy. We will run that same show for everyone. So everyone gets it on MLK Day. And look, as we all know, Dr. Durrity's busy as hell. He's out. I talked to him today just to chop it up with my brother. And Dr. Durrity, as you know, is a foremost economist on reparations, man. And that's the guy who opened my eyes so much to reparations and how it was a necessity that I needed to push aside stop doing all the mental gymnastics about can it get done? Can we get liberals on board? Can we get progressives on board? What's the best way? No. This is very necessary. It's no question. It's immediacy. It means immediacy. It's a 3-alarm fire type situation going on in the black community. So, Dr. Darity, economist. Then we got, of course, Dr. Cornel West, public intellectual, philosopher. Both of them are authors. And, of course, he's also running for president. You may have heard about that. So, he's got he's going to carve time out. Like, we've been talking about this. We've been working on this for a month to make everyone's schedule line up. And, guys, I'm so excited about it because my goal is to have Dr. Cornel West be able to take this message on him on the road. My goal is to further the conversation. And there are people, believe it or not, if you're a person who's familiar with reparations for the descendants of slaves, of the formerly enslaved, black Americans, then you already know some things. But a lot of America does not have any idea about the intricacies. They hear things, some things may be factual, some things not so factual. That's why we have the ability to have someone like a Dr. Darity from Here to Equality, amazing book, From Here to Equality. Him and Dr. Kirsten Mullins. And to have Dr. Cornel West had this conversation live for everybody to see it. Everyone can hear it. People can become informed all at one time. We answer a lot of questions. We have the back and forth. And this will be an enlightened continuation of the conversation. This will be great minds coming together to have that. And I'm just happy to be present. I'm just a conduit for it. I'm just a fortunate brother with a platform who has been blessed to have these two ginormous talents, these two intellectual talents, giants, on my platform and to have a conversation. That's all I am. So I'll be asking questions. I'll just be here doing my bit to keep it a show. Maybe add a little bit of brevity here and there, but ask questions that my community, the community that they've been asking. So there we go. So that's it right there, man. Buck, man, thanks, Buck. Buck was like, Buck had the idea, Buck hit me up and reminded me that we have a show. Because I've been so busy doing content behind the scenes. And I said, oh, wow, yeah, maybe I do have something to say. I don't have a show prepared for tonight, but I have a lot to say. I always got something to say, and this is something I do need to announce. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys, if you're interested in hearing a further, an enlightened conversation that continues the conversation with Dr. Sandy Darity, Dr. Cornel West, live on the Tim Black Show. As you a member of the Tim Black Show, you get that. That will be Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mark it on your calendars, guys. If you miss it, come back, circle back, MLK Day. I haven't picked the time, but I'm going to release it to the general public. The general republic. The general public. I think I said it right, the general public. I'm pumped up about it, man. This is something that this is something that I've been hoping to have done, to be able to do, and the graciousness, the graciousness of both these doctors to make time to have this conversation. It just goes to show you how much they care about the people. Because Dr. Darity has he goes everywhere talking about this, talking about reparations, and Dr. Cornel West as well, so busy doing his thing, actually running for president, on tour. I saw a town hall he just did. He was on Hannity 2 days ago and carving me in, like fitting me into this for the people. It's for us. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. Give it up for those two doctors, man. Give it up for them. Give it up for them. I want to also thank, in the preparation of this, I want to thank my lovely, amazing Mrs. Black, my wife, for working with the lovely, amazing Dr. Anahita West, Dr. Cornell West, the Doctors West, Dr. Cornell West's amazing, lovely wife, to schedule this thing out. So the ladies got it done, really. So it's amazing, man. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, I try to have an impact that matters. You know what I'm saying? I try to make my time here be valuable in this, just facilitating this, just being a part of this conversation makes me feel like I'm doing something that's worthwhile, you know, something that's worthwhile, that's helpful. And it can educate people and enlighten people and keep them motivated and inspire people, raise the consciousness level of folks. And yeah. So yeah, become a member of the show, man. Don't play around. Don't joke. Be here. Don't play with me now. Don't play with me now. We're going to do this. Yeah, so I'm prepping. I'm prepping for a video I got. It's a video I want to get done. I don't know if people know I've been covering Cat Williams. And I've been covering the fallout from that and the going super viral with Shannon Sharp and 30 million views in like a couple days, 3 days. And that's like amazing numbers. But I also want to cover Dave Chappelle's new comedy special. And, dog, like, I know it feels like black folks, I know it feels like we come so far, but we got so far to go. We have so far to go, and I'm gonna really lean in on this Dave Chappelle Netflix special because I'm really tired of hearing it. When people think we post-racial, like they think everything's okay now. Everybody, nothing else to see here. You know, the blacks, because Dave Chappelle's a comedian, he made a lot of money. That everybody else is okay, and that okay now, you know, now, in what world are black folks the villain of society? But I got these people running around because Dave Chappelle made some jokes on the special, like that's the case. Like we got some type of institutional power to deny anyone of anything in the country. We have no institutional power to deny a single soul of anything they want to do. We can't deny LGBTQ get married. We can't control if you play sports, who plays what sport, where they play it, how they play it, what weight class, what division. We don't control any of that shit. We don't control where you live, if you get a loan, if you don't get a loan. We got Killer Mike over there trying to open up banks and do some banking stuff. He's a rapper. He's trying to put together. I'm not shitting on him. What I'm saying is, it's that bad. It's that bad. We don't control if your kids get into a school. They took affirmative action. They took affirmative action away from black folks who never had it. Because everyone knows, with a fucking brain knows, affirmative action has benefited white women 10 times more than it's benefited black folks. And they still took it from us. And then blamed us for it being taken. And I got these people who say they are progressive, that they are forward thinking, who imagine a world where a guy, I don't care how much money Dave Chappelle has, making jokes on Netflix and somehow makes us the oppressor of like another group that is 65 to 70% white guys. Somehow him joking makes black people the oppressor of trans people. And I'm not buying that shit at all. That don't even make sense. The only thing we can oppress is a pair of slacks, and we need some Niagara spray starch to do that. Sorry, we just ain't there yet. You self-hating moron. It's black. I'm not even talking about the white. Of course, we got the white intellectual progressives who want to overinflate how damaging jokes are. But it's a lot of black so-called progressives who are making their bones pretending that black man, Dave Chappelle, one black guy, is the destruction of LGBTQ rights in America. And it's just the dumbest shit. Like, it's, I mean, I can't understate how it don't make no sense. You know? It makes no sense. So we're gonna. I got something coming for that. You know. I don't know. I'm a little spent there. Just doesn't make any sense, Johnson. You mean the people that? You mean the same black folks? The same black folks that go to jail 3 times the rate of white folks? We're the people that's suppressing who? Oh, that's right. Ketanji Brown Jackson. That's right. She's on the Supreme Court. So, of course, black people are killing it. It just makes no sense. So we got to have that conversation, man. We got to have that conversation. It's gonna be fun because there are people that think this. There are people that think this. Like, we are post-racial. Like, all of a sudden, 200 years of jokes about black people just went away. And like, one of these guys is going to be, one of the guys that will be calling out, and I'm not going to do it specifically, was like, you know, you never hear white people making jokes about black people anymore. What? What? Do you listen to like Adam Carolla, Joey Diaz, There's like a whole Blue Pugleriga. There's a whole lot of. Where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been? Seriously, like, no one makes jokes about blacks anymore. He only named one black white person that makes jokes about black people. To make it seem like it's just black people punching down on gay people. It's hard to punch down on people that you need to get a loan from. Oh. Now, so it's crazy. It's crazy, Johnson. But I'm gonna have a good time doing that video. And don't get me wrong, there's other stuff. I mean, I saw Dr. Cornel West. He was on Hannity. And Jesus Christ. I got to cover this because Dr. Cornel West, of course, I support his run. But Hannity is just, man, this guy is so cringe. It's like when I saw that Dr. West was going to be on the Sean Hannity show, I was just like, oh my God, here we go. Yeah. Here we go. I just want to reach to the screen and just mess up Barney Rubble's hair, you know? Sean Hannity is just a flaming idiot. He's a gaslighting, you know, just a gaslight. I met him one time. I was at Politicon back in 2018, I think it was. And I was on a panel. And anyway, yeah, I was participating in one of the Politicons before they shut it down. They shut Politicon down. And I was glad to get an opportunity to go to it and actually participate in it. And I saw Sean Hannity there. And he was walking through. He had like security with him. And he was like, hey, guys. It's like, this Sean Hannity's punk ass. This guy. he was talking out both sides of his neck. He was like, hey, guys, how are you guys? Hey, guys. I was like, Sean Hannity is a lying, gaslight bigot. Brother Cornell. I don't know if I like you anymore, Brother Cornell. I don't like you at all, Sean Hannity. I'm not Brother Cornell. I'm not so so evolved that I could get to a point where I could just embrace you like that. So anyway, I gotta discuss this. It is what it is. So I got my work cracked out for me, man. I got a lot to do. Someone sent me a clip of some horrible stuff, like somewhere in Illinois, there's like Section 8 housing where they're like boarding up the Section 8 housing with people in the houses. Like, what is this? Y'all hear what I said? In Illinois, somewhere in Illinois, I forget where it is, someone sent me clips. I got a couple people sent me clips, I know. And it's like, it's a video clip of them boarding up houses, like Section 8 houses. It looks like hotels, but they're actually like efficiencies, I guess, if you want to call it that. And they're boarding them up with people in them. And I'm like, I got to talk about this. And then people are like, well, Tim, you're covering Cat Williams. Yeah. Because my blood pressure does not need to get to dangerous levels. Do you understand what they're doing? They're boarding up, and from my understanding, these are a lot of elderly folks. They're boarding up elderly folks, poor folks, in their homes with nails, like you saw The Wire when they were killing people and putting them in the homeless, in the vacant lots, the vacant housing units or whatever. Well, these aren't vacant, and they're putting boards and boarding them up with people inside. I don't know why. So I don't. People say, Tim Black, man, part of the argument about the LGBTQ thing about Dave Chappelle, I don't see him as hating people. I don't hate people. A lot of us don't hate people. Some people do hate people. But one of the things people say, Tim, is like, yo, they don't say it to me directly, but they're like, Tim, or people, America, the world, there's all these subgroups. My thing is, dog, poor people, poor black people got it bad. If we can unite poor people, because it seems like rich black people are really fine with rocking with rich white folks and rich Asian folks. Like, it's like we gotta be able to talk class and race, but the further we get to doing this divided thing, the less we get close to it. That's a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's a problem. But the more we keep dividing it, breaking down, if we just looked at people there are people that don't have trust funds. And we can start there, and we all kind of like say, okay, people that work for a living, or people behind the 8 ball financially, or I don't know. People say Cat Williams is, Tim Black, you need to be informed about Cat Williams. I'm informed enough. I know what I need to know. He said something in his comedy special, well, not a special, but it seemed like a comedy special because it's doing 30 million views, over 30 million views in 3 days. He said, the dividing line isn't race. The dividing line is there's a good side and an evil side. There's a God side and there's another side. And if you're on the God side or the good side, then, we don't have no love for the people on the other side of that. And I thought that was a very interesting take to have. You know what I'm saying? There's a good side and there's a bad side. There's a for the people side and there's something else, right? And if we could start there, and if it's okay to talk about, joke about anything as long as we know we're on the same side of the good side. And I'm on the good side with you, and you're on the good side with me. And we can joke about each other because we do. We do joke about each other because life is hard. I don't know about you guys. See, I personally have had such tragedy recently that somebody making jokes, whether they black jokes or Latino jokes or Asian jokes or LGBTQ jokes or, whatever joke, handicap, disabled joke, able-bodied joke, whatever. Dog, I just lost my daughter. And I fail to see the gravity of your complaint. See, when you have tragedy that rocks you to your soul, that knocks you to your knees, when you can't sleep at night, when you stare at the ceiling and you wonder, am I dreaming this? Or is this real, this pain I'm feeling? When you have that, what a motherfucker said on Netflix somehow pales in comparison. And you also realize all the jokes in the world, or any jokes that it could have been said, or anything somebody said did not make that happen to my daughter. But you guys talk as if Dave Chappelle saying something on a show made my daughter die or something. And it's got nothing to do with it. But you talk as if something that happens to somebody that never met Dave is somehow his fault, when it's just our society is so shit. And life, it's not even like, life is so hard. And our system is set up with money and dirty fucking filthy money, that greedy bastards that just want to put more of it in their pockets. That's the focus, and that's the priority. And you get that, you want to blame a guy who said, well, this person peed all over the toilet seat. And you're like, oh, well, you know what that's doing to us? I'm like, yeah, nothing. Making you human. The same thing he did when we were joking about black crack babies being up at 2 a.m. on the corners of Baltimore. And I don't remember anybody going, well, I can't believe he said that about the poor black babies in Baltimore selling crack. No one gave a shit. No one ever gives a shit. It's like, I just don't understand how, I don't know, man. It's just me, man. I'm messed up. I know I'm messed up. I know this because I haven't been to any special classes for this, but I know that you guys blaming the most horrible things about this country and the lack of services, safety net, lack of so many things. Because our focus is money in this country, and that's what the corporation of the United States is mostly about. That the ills of this country are not due to people that make light of jokes. Like, that's not what's, whether any white comedians make a joke about black people wearing lotion or or being over concerned with hot sauce or whatever, that ain't got nothing to do with us being 3 times the poverty rate. That shit would still be that what it is. Get it? Like, whether Dave Chappelle did the joke about the Black Klan, remember the black guy who hated black people but he was blind and didn't know he was black? That guy, like, whether he did that skit or not, we still losing, black women are still 3 times more likely to lose their child in childbirth. Those no connection. But you keep talking as if he's making a joke about this CEO who was trans pulling their junk out at a meeting. You're making that seem like that is connected to some horrible act that took place in some place, like because somebody got mad or did something, or somebody was a sadistic bastard who did something. Like, you are connecting things that don't go together. I'm tired of it. And these people call themselves the progressive people. Why aren't you focusing on the real issues? Because that's not the real issue. That's not the real issue. Real issue is whatever this person did that hates people, that kill people. I don't know. I just don't understand where people are coming from. They scapegoat everything except looking at the real issues. So I got a lot to say. I just don't see how these things line up, where people make everything the result of anything they disagree with. Whether there's a connection or not, whether there's any data or not. Show me data that shows me joking about you, your screen name, made you go do something to somebody. Make that make sense. I don't know. I don't see how that would, you would have to be pretty warped, because I said Banana Peel 69 is a stupid ass name and only dummies will call themselves Banana 69, and we all laughed at you, and then you went and did something to people that you didn't know because of you felt ridiculed. And then you come back and not blame the guy who did the thing, but blame me for calling you Banana Peel 69 with a dumb screen name. And it's like, that's what I keep hearing people do. And a lot of the people that are doing it are just doing it for viewership on stupid YouTube or on their Twitch stream. What's that guy from TYT, his cousin or whatever, Jake's cousin or nephew, or I don't know, one of the soldiers of fortune, or whatever he is, goofball, 40-year-old Twitch streamer that talks about the kids all tuned into because he's so progressive, dead-eyed fucker. Like, what is going on, man? Like, really, what's going on? This is bogus. It's bogus. Bunch of liberals, bunch of crybaby liberals trying to tell us, now the problems that are happening in our black community, particularly that I know about, that I grew up with, they didn't exist because Bill Burr made a joke, man, about black people that time. If Philly doesn't have a murder rate, like, because of a Bill Burr rant that he did in 1997. Like, it was going to be a murder rate there regardless. Like, they just tying things together because it gets people want to repeat it. You know, people want to repeat it and have a narrative that they have approved. Boom, I like this narrative. Let's go with this narrative. And I know behind the scenes, it's just muddy interest. It's muddy interest. If somebody's not playing ball, it's smears. It's what it is. That's why it's so important that we have Dr. Sandy Dirty and Dr. Cornell West here to talk about reparations, because if we're going to have any type of equity, any type of equity in the racial wealth gap, my kids and my grandkids need to have the same amount of opportunity as your kids, as all kids, and all kids in America should have that same opportunity. And for some of us, that opportunity was taken away systemically over generation, over generation, over generation, over generation. And like, I know your cousin or your uncle or your aunt or your grandparents may have had a bad gambling addiction, may have had an addiction to alcohol, but they were systemically denied the ability to build wealth. So that's what the conversation's got to be about. And whether Adam Carolla or Joey Diaz or Joe Rogan or Matt Walsh or even Candace Coonins makes a video about it or not, we still broke. That still needs to be fixed. And that's not why We need our reparations. It's a kind of like, it's like they reduce it down, keep reducing, till they got this gravy of blame that they can throw. And I don't like Candace Owens, and I don't like Adam Walsh or Matt Walsh, what his name is, or Ben Shapiro or Tim Pool. But they're not why. They're not why we didn't get our 40 acres in the mule. Even if they didn't make any jokes, we still wouldn't have 40 acres in the mule. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not blaming them for our lack of 40 acres in the mule. I'm not blaming Tim Pool. Right? I'm not blaming. I found Charlie Kirk disagreeable. I do. No? Johnny Appleseed hit it, motherfucker. I find him disagreeable, but you know what? He is not the reason why black men are 3 times more likely to be shot by cops, even if we are unarmed. He's not. Whether he put out Turning Point USA or not, that shit would still exist. But you want me to believe a comedian is the reason why trans people have a higher death rate or whatever. It just does it. It's like, why can I do that? We're the most hated people. Not because I want us to be, not because there's trophies. If there was a trophy for being the most hated and I want to give it back. I'd rather just give it back. I think we all feel that way. If there was a trophy for the most hated, we'd rather not win that shit. I take the 0. We'd all be happy to skip class that day. But I could say, why is it that I could say I'm cognizant, I'm aware that is not what created anti-blackness. Anti-blackness was not created because the Piglia or Plaglia, whatever his name is, forget his name. Because Andy and Opie, Andy Camilla, the Opie show, whatever. Those guys used to be with Patrice O'Neal. Opie and somebody, it's not because they had a show. Like, they rode off of it. The Rush Limbaugh used racism. He didn't make the shit. I don't like it, but he didn't create it. The environmental injustice that black people face, the cancer roll in Alabama, wasn't created by Rush Limbaugh telling horrible stories on satellite radio. It was already there. Why is it that I can deduce that, say that, know that in my heart? Why come they can't do that? And I don't think Rush Limbaugh was joking at all. No, it wasn't jokes. You really find no difference between Rush Limbaugh spewing hate in a story about a same thing, huh? So, it's, and once again, I know I'm screwed up. I'm screwed up. The level, like I said, the level of grief, there are jokes about the black community about, you get hurt, you get a headache, take some Robitussin, you fall down, sit down and take some Robitussin, break your leg, lay down and take some Robitussin. You know what I'm saying? So I know we need more than that. And I know I need more than that right now. But I'm not seeing it, man. We got a choice to make real soon between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. These are horrible choices. No one should have to make these choices. And that's why Dr. Cornel West is a viable option, and people need to consider this. That's why I support his candidacy. That's why I support this movement. That's why it's important, right? No other time has there been such low morale. Joe Biden is unlikable. There's no confidence. If you ask right now, put on a vote of confidence for Joe Biden, it'd be hard to find those confident people in Joe Biden. And everyone's full of shit too. I saw a clip on Twitter that so much to get to, and I hate to jump around like this. I saw a clip of Jonathan Capehart literally crying about January 6th. Not on the January 6th when it took place yesterday. He was crying. Motherfucker, go to Haiti. You'll see a real coup. That shit, I'm sorry, guys, but this shit that you showed us all, we all saw the tapes. I'm not saying it's great to have a bunch of hippy-dippy, whatever, Trump supporters at the Capitol, like, chilling, but, dog, Haiti is showing you a coup. That shit was not a coup. And this guy is literally, I'm sorry, I'm getting myself together. I'm thinking about January 6th and what almost happened to this country. Look, guys, any black person that cries about anything that happens to America is suspect. First of all, motherfucker, Capehart is 50 years old. In his lifetime, black people didn't even have the rights of white people in America. This motherfucker's up here fake crying about a fake coup that he say took place on January 6th because he's so heartbroken. Jonathan Capehart's daddy probably couldn't even vote in this country. And this asshole is up here literally crying. But Tim, nah, but you shut up. Shut it up. So it's a lot of BS nonsense. Garbage going on. See what happens, Buck? See what happens, Buck? You say, Tim, do a show. Well, you didn't say do a show. You said, Tim, how are you doing a show? Which is the same thing as saying, Tim, do a show. It was like a dare. I didn't mean to come out here and slam Capehart, but he deserves it, man. What is this shit? How did he get a program? How did he get one? How? Why? Why did he get one? Why did he get one? Casting couch and news too, huh? Jesus Christ. Talk about disingenuous phoniness. This shit is rampant, y'all. It's rampant. January 6th. I woke up today and I realized it was January 6th. I remember. And then the cop, let's look at the audacity. The cop who saved the White House, who saved Capitol Hill by himself. That's how you know it was bullshit. Because one light-skinned one Melvin Van Peoples looking motherfucker in a security guard uniform for Capitol Police saved the whole shit by himself. One peaches and herb looking motherfucker working as security guard at Capitol Hill Police, and I'm going to call the Capitol Hill Police security guards because they are, compared to the real cops who deal with real shit. He glorified, other than shooting unarmed black women in the back of the cars for going up a wrong way road or whatever, a one-way street. What did the Capitol Police actually get done? Nothing. But this one guy is accredited with saving democracy by himself. and I'm full of shit? That's why I tell you both parties suck. So this guy, this one guy, this Kid Play's cousin, Heavy D's nephew, this light-skinned black dude, glorified security guard, stopped the insurrection by his damn self. And we're not even talking about the black cop that shot the white lady in the ass. We're talking about the guy that's, run this way. That guy's now running for Congress because I'm serious. He's running for Congress. Roland Martin has a video. I didn't watch the shit. He has a video. The Capitol Hill officer that stopped the insurrection. Bring the vote. Roly poly. Dashiki up. Come on, Hilly. Come on, Hilly. Come on, Hilly. I'm sorry, man. It's just, I mean, I gotta keep him, I gotta laugh. He has a video up of this guy. What's my guy's name? It's an actor I'm thinking of. The actor, he played in Westworld. What's the actor's name that played in Westworld, guys? The black actor that played in Westworld. He's a really good actor. He also played in Shaft with Samuel Jackson. What's this guy's name? Damon, you know what I'm talking about? Laura, you know what I'm talking about? Anybody know this guy? Oh, this thing's not even scrolling. I thought this thing would scroll with me. Yeah, I forget his name, man. Nah, he's actually American, I think. He's from DC. I've talked to him on Twitter before. He played in Westworld. He was like one of the skin jobs in Westworld. He played in Shaft. He played in he's got some movie out now that's Jeffrey Wright. Go ahead, Buck. Give it up for Buck, man. There you go. So Jeffrey Wright is gonna play this cop. Look, man, Jeffrey Wright could play this guy. This is Jeffrey Wright looking mofo that stopped the insurrection by himself single-handedly. Look, if you have an insurrection, it can be stopped by one cop who looks like Jeffrey Wright. Your ass ain't got no insurrection. I said, if you got an insurrection, they can be stopped by one Capitol Hill police officer who never shot a single bullet. Looks like Jeffrey Wright. If he can stop an insurrection single-handedly, guess what, Johnson? Your ass ain't talking about no insurrection. Now, MSNBC can tell you whatever they want to tell you. You should be smart enough to know that if one guy can stop a riot, wasn't no riot happening. You can't put toothpaste back in the tube, man. But then we gotta grow up. We gotta grow up. We can't be this naive. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Buck, that's all I'm saying. Tobias, that's all I'm saying. Katrina, that's all I'm saying. Mrs. Black, that's all I'm saying. I know. Come on, public domain. Now, come on, public domain. I'm not saying it's cool, but I'm saying, come on, Johnson. These people lie. They lie. Being jealous. Can't stop an insurrection on his own without it. Bullshit. So these narratives need to be stopped, y'all. These narratives, these lies, they had to be combated. They had to be thwarted. That's why I like what Cat Williams did. And I know that everything lines up. I know that. Not everything. No one's perfect. You can always find some flaw in any story. I get it. But just the fact that truth, someone telling their truth can garner 30 million views is very inspiring. I'm telling my truth. I wonder how many views it will get. Y'all think Cat Williams is something. Wait till Eddie Griffin tells his truth. Y'all gonna be in for something, huh? Bet you Faison won't have too much to say then. I bet you Ludacris won't be doing too many rhymes at that. I want everybody to know I'm neither Democrat or Republican, man. I can't stand politics. I only talk about politics because that's one of the ways you get things done. That's one way power is handled or distributed in America. There's other ways too. Money. I get it. But I don't trust either party. I don't see how you could. I don't see how you could, Johnson. So I just want anybody who's new to my show to understand that. Like, oh no, he's a Trump supporter. Nah, I'm a people supporter. I'm a us supporter. I'm a you and I supporter. I'm a baby supporter. I support our kids, okay? I support us. Us. And if you're still stuck in the Democrat, Republican like world in your mind like that, like, nah, man, then I'm not the guy for you because I don't think that there's that much difference between them. I mean, one wants a civil war, the other one wants nuclear war. That's what it appears to be. So which one you want? You know? I'd rather watch War of the Roses and we just had some wine and just call it a day. But that's where I'm at, man. That's where I'm at. So that's what's going on, Johnson, and it's a lot to digest, I know. But hey, man, remember. Only you can prevent forest fires. You know, life used to be simple like that. But they are lying to us all. They try to keep us all divided on some nonsense just so we stay away from the money. They want us to stay away from the money. We have to get to the money because the money is what controls this country. You ain't got to be in love with money, but you got to recognize that's what's running this country. When they decided that a company could vote, that money, that companies, that money, like money, that money is like statehood, like you can use your money to like influence the elections, we was over. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody envisioned that. So that's where we are, right? January 6th. Well, I can tell you one thing. When I go to the funeral of my child next week, when I cry, I won't be crying for January 6th. It is what it is, man. This is where we are. So, yeah, I got a lot of stuff coming up. And remember, guys, Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Dr. Cornell West, Dr. Sandy Dirty, right here on this show. Exclusive. If you are a member of the Tim Black Show, go ahead and subscribe, become a member of the show so that you can watch this live stream, this live taping, recording of a crucial continuing conversation, an advanced level conversation about reparations, two renowned doctors who've devoted a large portion of their lives to fighting for people, fighting for us. And I'm so honored to have the opportunity to bring them to you. I'm looking so much forward to sharing that with you. I'm excited as you are, and I hope that you become a member of that. And if you're unable to become a member of the show, just come through MLK Day. Just make some popcorn, man. I'm going to give it to the world. I'm so happy we came to an agreement about this, and I'm so happy it's going to go down, guys. So that's it. That's all I got. I got nothing but love for you, though. I got nothing but love for you. Go to Join Tim Black to become a member of this show if you value what I do, if you value the Tim Black Show, the Calling It Out with TB, me and Mrs. Black, the Black Table. If you admire, appreciate, find it useful, hey, holler at me, because I'm here. And I got our backs. And I love you even when you ain't figured out if you love me back yet. That's okay. You'll get there because they got a machine that's telling you I'm wrong. They got a machine that's pumped with money. It's full of money and lies. And it's shooting out like an AK-47, lies all day, every day. And I'm going to just have to get you to duck some of them lie bullets. Okay? That's what's going to happen. But I'll be here when you come around, when you recognize that the people lying to you are not me. When you'll realize that this whole system of lying has been going on for quite some time. And then we got to stand up to it. So I'm here. I'm Tim Black. Once again, follow me. Join TimBlack.com. Remember, don't you let nobody take your cornbread, man. Don't let them take your cornbread. That's what they want. Deny them your cornbread. And when they say, man, why you subscribe to this guy on YouTube, man? This guy's crazy. You know, he's loud, he's obnoxious, he's insensitive. He's got phobics or whatever, he's phobia, whatever, something they're going to say. Just tell him, man, hey, it's a new day. All right. Shout out to my people on Wolfpack, man. Katrina Fugitive. Who? Tom, Reck, Tobias, Ray, General O'Leafy, Sam, Kitty, PJ, what's up, PJ? It's all good. Louie, what's up, Louie? What's up, Meadow Theologies, and my people that came through Craig thank you for coming through Craig Danny Ferguson, my brothers in the house. Linda Houndings in the house. Mitch Kruth and my whole crew, thank you so much for what you do. Ivan, Patrick, Ray, Buck, the beautiful, the one and only Mrs. Black. Thank you so much, sister, for being my partner in crime, my partner in all things. I love you, baby. Wolfpack.